As you start to listen to these words now, you might begin to notice how your mind, your unconscious mind, knows exactly what to do. It's so interesting, isn't it? How beliefs can shift naturally, like a gentle breeze moving through a field. And as you breathe in and out, perhaps you'll realize something important. The beliefs you once held, they're only thoughts you practiced. And those thoughts, they're malleable, fluid, ready to transform into something far more useful, empowering and liberating. You might not have noticed it before, but others, they aren't watching every move you make. In fact, you're free to move through the world as you choose, because people, they're often more focused on themselves than you. And isn't it reassuring to know that a mistake you make today, it's fleeting, forgotten by others almost instantly, leaving you free to try again? Deep inside, there's a growing awareness, your self-worth. It's never depended on what others think of you. Your value, it's intrinsic, as solid and unwavering as the earth beneath your feet. Even now you feel a spark of inner confidence, knowing you can be both capable and imperfect, perfectly human just as you are. And as you imagine speaking up now, imagine how natural it feels to express yourself authentically. You might even begin to notice how speaking up, it invites understanding, not mockery. Mistakes, after all, they're simply stepping stones to mastery. Each word you say strengthens your ability to connect. Your mind is powerful, isn't it? And because it's so powerful, it's easy now to release distortions, like catastrophizing, or all or nothing thinking. Instead of imagining the worst, imagine this. What if people are kind, supportive and forgiving? And you know, more often than not, they are. And as you continue to grow, you may begin to realize that social skills, they're not fixed. They're something you've already been improving throughout your life. Every interaction teaches you something new. And each day, your confidence grows stronger. It's completely natural to learn, try and thrive. And when you think about rejection, doesn't it feel lighter now? As you realize that laughter or mockery doesn't define you. You're defined by the strength of your character, your resilience, your sense of humour about yourself. People respect those who stand tall, even in the face of laughter. Perfection was never the goal, was it? It's okay to be human, to make mistakes, and to embrace your imperfections. Each stumble, it's an opportunity to grow, to laugh, to learn. And every moment, you become more comfortable being exactly as you are. And isn't it fascinating? Even as you read these words, your unconscious mind is already rewriting the script. Yes, deep inside, you're replacing old beliefs with powerful new truths. Your worth is intrinsic, unshakable, and not dependent on others. Mistakes, they're stepping stones, not obstacles. Laughter is a sound of connection, not rejection. Social situations, they're opportunities to share, connect, and grow. Now imagine yourself stepping into a future where you no longer fear ridicule. Imagine walking into a room, feeling calm, centered, and at ease. You smile, you speak, and you engage without hesitation, because you know deep down that you are enough. You can feel it now, can't you? That growing sense of freedom, a lightness that wasn't there before. Every time you practice being yourself, it becomes easier. And every time you encounter a challenge, your resilience grows stronger. You're learning, evolving, and thriving in ways you never thought possible. And isn't it exciting to realize this change is happening now, effortlessly in the background of your mind, while you continue moving forward in life? Because you already have everything that you need within you. It's been there all along. And as you continue through your day, these empowering beliefs, they only grow stronger, naturally, easily, as if they're always a part of you. And when you reflect on this moment, you'll simply smile, knowing the fear of the ridicule, it has no place in your life anymore, because now you're free. You don't have to do anything at all right now. Just notice how easy it is to let your unconscious mind take over. Your conscious mind may only catch some of what's being said, But that's okay, isn't it? Because the deeper parts of your mind, they already understand how to integrate these truths, allowing you to feel more and more confident every single day. Do you remember a time, perhaps long ago, when you felt completely free, unafraid of what others thought? Maybe it was as a child, or maybe it's a feeling you've imagined. And as you bring that sense of freedom into your awareness, notice how it feels to let go of the need for perfection. You might even smile as you realize this. No one is judging you as harshly as you once thought. Imagine yourself walking into any room. Instead of assuming the others are watching you, your every move, picture them focused on their own concerns. Isn't it comforting to know people, they're usually caught up in their own worlds? You can relax now. You're safe to be yourself. And isn't it wonderful to recognize? If someone does notice you, it's likely because they're impressed, intrigued, or inspired. What a lovely thought to carry forward. And as you do, you'll find yourself feeling lighter, freer, more at ease in social situations. So close your eyes for a moment and imagine this. What if every little mistake that you made was like planting a seed? Each seed grows into a stronger, wiser version of you. And the people who see you, they admire you, not for being perfect, but for being real. You might even begin to realize how much people respect those who are willing to make mistakes, to grow, to learn. The belief that I must appear competent, it's melting away now, replaced by a newer truth. I am enough, exactly as I am. My value isn't tied to anyone's opinion. The idea, I can't afford to make a mistake, becomes laughable, doesn't it? Because every mistake, it's a step forward, a sign of courage, a sign of learning, a reminder that you're human. And humans, they're lovable, precisely because of their imperfections. And perhaps you've noticed already, what once felt like humiliation now feels different, because you see every interaction. It's just a moment in time, a fleeting experience that fades as quickly as it came. People don't remember your missteps. They remember your warmth, your smile, your humanity. Instead of fearing embarrassment, imagine this, the courage it takes to speak up. Something others deeply admire. Even if you stumble, even if you pause, people are drawn to your authenticity. It's magnetic, isn't it? The more you share, the more you connect, the more you create. Picture this, the next time you're in a social setting, you feel a deep, calming confidence. You don't have to avoid anything anymore, because there's no danger. You're safe to express yourself, safe to laugh, safe to be. And isn't it interesting how the past, no matter how vivid it once seemed, it begins to blur at the edges, like an old photograph fading over time. Those moments when you felt ridiculed, they no longer hold any power. You've carried the lesson, haven't you? And now you're free to let go of the weight. You might even begin to notice how empowering it feels to reframe those moments. Every time you were laughed at, it was simply someone else's misunderstanding, someone else's projection. It had nothing to do with your worth. It never did. And now imagine stepping into your future. It's bright, isn't it? You see yourself smiling, relaxed, engaging with others easily. The past no longer defines you, because you've chosen a new story, a story of courage, resilience, and self-acceptance. And as your unconscious mind absorbs these words, notice how your perception of yourself begins to shift. What once felt like a lack of social skills now feels like an opportunity to grow. You realize deep down you're far more capable than you give yourself credit for. Imagine this, each conversation you have flows naturally. Even if you don't know what to say at first, the words come to you effortlessly, as if they were always there. You might even surprise yourself with how enjoyable social interactions become. The old belief, I lack social skills, it becomes irrelevant, doesn't it? Because now you know the truth. You've been learning and growing all along. And every interaction teaches you something. And is it liberating to realize this? You don't need anyone's approval to feel good about yourself. You're complete, whole, and worthy just as you are. The belief that those opinions define you is dissolved. leaving behind a deep sense of inner peace. You're no longer tied to the belief that disapproval equals rejection. Instead, you understand disapproval is simply someone else's perspective, unrelated to your worth. Doesn't that feel freeing? Picture yourself standing tall, smiling, confident in your ability to handle anything. You trust yourself now, don't you? And that trust grows stronger every day. And as you reflect on these words, you might begin to notice how natural it feels to carry these truths with you. They're part of you now, woven into the fabric of your being, guiding you effortlessly through each day. You'll find yourself noticing small changes, feeling more at ease in conversations, standing taller, speaking more freely. And with each positive experience, these new beliefs grow stronger, reinforcing themselves in a beautiful, self-sustaining cycle. And the best part, you don't have to do anything consciously to make it happen. Your unconscious mind is already working behind the scenes, aligning your thoughts, feelings and actions with these empowering truths. So as you move forward, let go of the need to analyse or to think too much. Just trust your transformation has already begun. Every breath you take reinforces your confidence, your resilience, your freedom, because you are enough. You always have been, and now you know it. And as you continue your day, notice how the world begins to feel different, as though it's opening up to a new, exciting way. Each moment is an opportunity to explore, to connect and thrive. And isn't it wonderful to know the best is yet to come? And as you continue to listen, you might begin to notice certain truths begin to feel undeniable, as though they've always been a part of you. And that's because they are, just waiting to be uncovered. Pause for a moment and take a deep breath and imagine a wave of calm washing over you, softening any tension, gently erasing the idea that others are watching your every move. You can almost feel how the need to be judged, positively or negatively, no longer sticks to you. Instead, it just drifts away, leaving you grounded and steady. Picture this: you walk into a room, and rather than focusing on yourself, you feel deeply curious about others. You notice how little time people spend judging, because they're too busy living their own lives. That realization settles into your bones now. Their opinions don't define me. Imagine making a mistake, something small, like dropping a pen, and instead of hearing ridicule, you hear laughter. The kind of laughter that warms the room, because people are connecting with your humanity. And isn't it freeing to realize mistakes, they don't bring judgment, they bring connection. Let these words resonate with you, as though they're speaking directly to that deep part of you, that knowing part. My worth is unshakable. My value comes from within, and it grows stronger every day. You don't have to prove anything to anyone, because the truth is, you're already enough. You've already always been enough. That belief that my value is based on how others perceive me, it's no longer needed, is it? Instead, you can trust this new understanding. I'm valuable because I exist. Nothing more, nothing less. Picture yourself in a moment where you used to feel pressure to be perfect. Now instead, you can feel calm, natural, authentic. People aren't drawn to perfection. They're drawn to your authenticity, your courage to simply be. And isn't it wonderful to know being yourself is the most attractive thing of all? So take another deep breath now and imagine this. Every time you speak, every time you share your thoughts, you're met with warmth and understanding. Even if someone laughs, it feels light, playful, harmless. You realize now that embarrassment is nothing more than a fleeting sensation. It passes as quickly as clouds in the sky. The belief, I'll be embarrassed if I speak up, it fades into the background, replaced by this empowering truth. Every word I speak has value. I'm free to express myself without fear. Picture yourself in a conversation, feeling bold, unafraid. Even if someone disagrees with you, you feel calm, steady, because their opinion doesn't diminish your worth. It's just a perspective, one of many, and you're strong enough to handle them all. Isn't it fascinating how the mind sometimes exaggerates this, turning a small misstep into a catastrophe, And yet, as you hear this now, you can already feel how those exaggerated fears, they begin to shrink, like shadows in the light. You're seeing things more clearly, more realistically, more calmly. That old belief, if I'm not perfect, I'll fail completely. It feels so distant now. It's as if it belongs to someone else. In its place, you feel this new understanding blooming. It's okay to be imperfect, because imperfection is where growth and connection happen. Imagine making a mistake, and instead of catastrophizing, you smile. You notice how resilient you are. How mistakes, they're simply stepping stones guiding you to where you need to go. Isn't it amazing how much lighter life feels when you release the need for perfection? And now, let's shift your social skills. You might not even realize it yet, but deep inside your mind, it's already begun unlocking the resources that you need to feel confident, relaxed, and capable in any situation. The belief I lack social skills no longer feels true, does it? Because now you're noticing how naturally conversations flow, how people are drawn to your energy, how much you truly have to offer. You've always had the ability. It's just becoming clearer to you now. Picture yourself entering a group of people. You feel grounded, calm, at ease. The words that you need come to you effortlessly. Even in moments of silence, you feel comfortable, knowing that connection, it isn't about saying the perfect thing. It's about being present, being real, being you. And as you continue reading, notice how your relationship with rejection begins to change. What once felt like a threat now feels like an opportunity, a chance to grow, to learn, to discover who truly values you for who you are. The belief people will reject me if they laugh at me, it melts away, and it's replaced by this empowering thought. Laughter isn't rejection, it's just a moment. And I'm resilient enough to handle anything. Imagine this, someone disagrees with you, or even teases you. Instead of feeling hurt, you smile, because you know it doesn't define you. Their words are just words. The leaves in the wind. You're solid, rooted, unshakable. And now take a moment to connect with your true self. The you that doesn't need to hide or conform. Imagine what it feels like to show up exactly as you are, without fear, without pretense, knowing that you're deeply, completely worthy of acceptance. The belief, if I show my true self, I'll be ridiculed, no longer holds any power. Instead, you feel this truth rising within you. The more authentic I am, the more I attract people who truly value me. Picture yourself being fully you, your quirks, your passions, your unique perspectives, and notice how liberating it feels. You don't need to fit in, you simply need to be. And the right people will find you. And as you reflect on past moments when you felt ridiculed, notice how they begin to shift in your mind. The emotions attached to them grow softer, lighter, less significant. You've learned from those experiences, haven't you? And now you're free to let them go. The belief, I've been ridiculed before, so it'll happen again, fades into irrelevance, replaced by this. Each new moment is a fresh start, full of possibility. Imagine those past experiences as balloons, gently floating away. You don't need to hold on to them anymore. They've served their purpose, and now you're stepping into a new chapter, one filled with courage, confidence, and self-acceptance. And now, as these truths settle deeply into your unconscious, notice how natural it feels to carry them with you. You don't have to think about them consciously. They're simply a part of you now, guiding your thoughts, your actions, your interactions. You wake up each day feeling lighter, more confident, more at ease in the world. You approach social situations with a calm assurance, knowing you are enough just as you are. And every time you read this, these beliefs become even stronger, even more deeply ingrained, until they feel as natural as breathing. Because this is who you are now, confident, resilient, and free. And as you finish reading, take a deep breath and notice how good it feels to step into this new version of yourself. These beliefs are yours now, fully integrated, fully aligned with the person you're becoming. And it's exciting to know that this is only the beginning.